Casino Royale is my favorite James Bond movie of all time. It just is. I'm not saying Daniel Craig's the best James Bond of all time. I think it's Sean Connery. But if we're judging based off movies, I had the most enjoyable experience watching Casino Royale. It was so great. From the beginning to end, it was great. You know, the poker scenes are awesome. The villain was awesome. The whole story was awesome. But now let's give this movie my world famous juice test to see how good this movie really is. Almost perfect. I'm speaking out of pure passion and from the heart right now. I fucking love this storyline and plot. Like, it makes me want to read the book. I'm not much of a reader. It makes me want to read the book of how good the storyline and plot was. Beginning to end, it was awesome. The opening scene where he has to chase the guy around, the preparation and the build up to the climax of the intense poker scene. We got the torturing, we got the airport incident, we got the ending with a twist, but then we get into the execution of it. You thought I was going to say it's bad, right? No, the execution was fucking awesome too. The director executed perfect, just how the author probably would have wanted it to go. The intense poker scene was great. Like, I love that scene. I love the torturing scene, ending scene, all the cinematography, but we can get into the cinematography later on. But I'm just saying the director did a perfect job executing the storyline and plot, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So with the storyline and plot execution, I would have to put it at a 9.25. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I gotta give my props to the director. You know, it was beyond what I would expect. You know, this movie had a huge budget, and I can tell now. I can fucking tell. Some movies have a huge budget, and you can't fucking tell it did. You know, you can tell this movie had a huge ass budget just based off the scenes, the cinematography, the cameras. It was awesome. You know, they were filming it in Monte Carlo, Montenegro, so I guess why the scenery and cinematography was so good. But like even the indoor scenes, like they did the poker scene so well. They did the final part of the movie in Italy, bro. It was straight beautiful. It was beautiful to watch. The shots were awesome. Oh, I also like the driving scene where he was driving down the road and he crashed. The ending was, oh my gosh, the Italy looks so beautiful. Monte Carlo, Montenegro looks so beautiful. So yeah, the cinematography, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. You know, well deserved 9.5 too. You know, I enjoyed watching the fucking movie. You know, it was like heaven to the eyes watching this shit. I didn't even gotta listen to the sound. I can stare at the fucking cinematography the whole day. Good shots, good shots, and I gotta give my props off to Martin Campbell. Haven't heard of you before, but you know, I gotta give my props. 9.5 with cinematography. That's a high ass rating for a director I've never heard of. So, you know, 9.5. Let's move on. Too good. Too good. You know, Daniel Craig did too good performing James Bond. You know, he's not my favorite of all time to play James Bond. I think Sean Connery is the best. But Daniel Craig in this movie did so good playing James Bond. We get it, he's a blondie. He got the model look. I love how mysterious he was. You know, the whole movie is just, his acting was great. And then we got the villain. I feel like the villain kind of steals the show with the acting here. Mads Mikkelsen, I'm pretty sure his name, Mads Mikkelsen. He kind of stole the show with the acting. You know, they gave him the roughed up eye, they gave him the scars. You know, I think he did so good performing the villain. I couldn't ask for anything better with acting from him. You know, the other characters were all right. We got M, he was all right. She was all right. We got the duo partner for the mission. I mean, she did all right. But if we're focusing on pure acting, I think we got to put the fingers to those two right there. Those two right there did perfect, perfect job, and they made the movie so good. And I love Felix too. Felix did a good job, and I'm giving acting in this movie a 9. I'm giving it a 9. I fucking love the acting from this movie. You know, I had a great time watching the movie. I had a great time. It made me feel a certain way. After watching this movie, you know, when I got to school, I was acting like James Bond. You know, I was that guy. I was the mysterious. I was that cool and calculated guy at school. That's what James Bond movies do to you. They make you become James Bond. You don't just watch it. You watch it, then you become the character. But with all seriousness, the enjoyment was a 10. I enjoyed the movie so fucking much. I watched it all in one take too. It's a relatively long movie, you know, but I enjoyed watching it so much. It's a relatively new movie too, and I think most people would enjoy watching it. Like, it's not for a certain type of person, you know. I think everybody would have a kick out of watching this fucking movie. So yeah, you know, if you haven't watched it, go watch the fucking movie. I had a 10 out of 10 experience. Yes, yes. Some movies aren't rewatchable. Some movies are, and this one is. Maybe I gotta wait like another. I think I'll wait another 3 years before I rewatch it again. Another 2 or 3 years, and I'll probably rewatch it again. Have an awesome time. Probably, you know, drink some beer, have some champagne, get high. Yeah, I couldn't see myself rewatching this again. You know, of course, 100% I can rewatch it myself. Yeah, but like 2 to 3 years, yeah, I can have a kick out of watching it again. Love this shit. The final rating for this movie is an 8.75. I've got to be a little bit more harsh, and IMDb is harsh, and so I got to be harsh, and I'm kind of the competitor to IMDb. IMDb gave it 8. I'm gonna give it 8.75. An 8.75 is a good rating. No, no, no. Take everything back. It's a fucking 9. It's a fucking 9. I love this fucking movie. It's a fucking 9. I'm speaking out of heart. Why am I trying to be like IMDb? No, it's a fucking 9. So everybody go watch the movie. I love y'all so much. Please subscribe, and yeah, perfect. Not perfect, but almost perfect. Love Casino Royale.